Okay, everyone, after long last, I am finally doing a review again. Sorry if I haven't done a review in a while. I was just busy with other projects. But here I am today doing a review, and today I am gonna do a review on Brum's 2016 CGI reboot. Now, before we begin with the actual thing, let's go over where it all began from the beginning. So, Brum was a British children's TV show created by Ragdoll Productions, who was also responsible for making Andy and Teal, In the Night Garden, and Teletubbies. And out of all of these, in my opinion, Brum will stand out of all of them. Why? Well, it's because unlike most other ragdoll shows which either use fictional locations or whatever garbage these shows are, Brum was most famous, I think, for filming in a real-life town which was Birmingham and having a pop star narrator, much like Thomas. And yeah, the show was just great. But since the series ended on the 4th of November 2002, almost everything went downhill. Since DHXpedia purchased Ragdoll Worldwide, since they love to reboot their shows, it caused them to make... Yes, a reboot of Brum in CGI. Now let's talk about the main thing of this video. So, 2016 reboot Brum. I'm sorry, but this is not Brum at all. It just isn't. This almost feels like a cancelled pilot for the CGI series. I mean, if you want to make Brum in CGI, that's fine, but at least make it as close or as better as the original series. But before we cover the animation, let's talk about Brum's redesign. While it looks a little bit like him, but it looks like a bootleg toy or something. Look at it. Brum's rooftop is now suddenly bigger, his windscreen is now smaller, and his body has shrunken a bit, and judging by his eyes, he now looks a lot more younger. I mean, I know he was kind of young in the original, but at least they didn't make him look young. They just made him look like he was an actual Austin 7. So yeah, I am not a fan of Brum's new redesign. I wish they could have done it some improvements, like make his windscreen a little bit more taller, add some eyelids to him like he did in the original series, and make his rooftop a lot more flatter. Okay, now let's talk about the animation. It hasn't really aged well, to be honest, because just by looking at it, it literally looks like that late CG animation they used for Tractor Tom, which I actually like, and Brum now has his own garage? What? When did Brum get his own garage? Because in the original series, he lived in a motor museum, which made sense is because his basis was part of history. But in the reboot, he now has a garage. And not only does Brum have vehicle friends, as you can see in this picture, but he also has flippin' animal friends. Even for a reboot, that just looks absolutely ridiculous. I mean, where the hell are the people? Oh, there they are. In that Muddyfield episode in the Christmas special. So, these people have been around this whole time, and they didn't even make an appearance in the first episode? Not even a single cameo? I cannot believe I've been ranting for this long, but I can't help it. DHXpedia has absolutely ruined Brum by the design, by the writing, by the animation. It's all absolutely terrible. So, if you want to watch a show that has a sense in a car and that actually has a real town in it, go watch the original Brum, if you want. If you don't want to, that's fine. The next review I'll do is the 2017 2D reboot of Brum. But it won't be the next video, so don't get too excited. So overall, this is a pretty bad reboot. 0 out of 10, a pretty bad reboot. Okay, this is the end of the video. So this is me, Jamie Davison, signing off. Goodbye everybody.